Good morning. Happy middle of June. I hope everyone had a really nice Father's Day weekend. We did here. Today I've got a number of tasks that I want to get done. I'm really happy to see that overhead the skies are cloudy and it is kind of on the cool side here, which means it's a good day to do a little bit of planting. Fingers crossed, they're actually calling for rain, possibly this afternoon and this evening, which would be a welcome relief. So I'm going to take this opportunity to transplant some tomatoes. I'm also very excited to be expecting my great niece Anne Marie. She is the one who is partly responsible for me starting this YouTube project. She and my son, who are about the same age, were bugging the heck out of me. And so I said, all right, you set this up and I'll do it. So I'm really happy that she's coming over. She's a very busy person these days, working up on Capitol Hill. And but she likes to be outside, and I love to have her helping me in the garden. So today it's a variety of tasks. I think I'm also going to try to get that last bit of garlic dug as well.
Hello!
It's Anne Marie! Yay! You ready to do some planting?
I'm ready to learn more.
These are the pathetic little plants I'm going to plant. These were the leftover tomatoes, so I'm going to plant them actually sideways in the ground, and that way all of these little hairs, these little fuzzy bits along the side, those will become roots. So when you plant them sideways like this, that gives it a chance to grow a root structure down, which I really think these little stragglers need. The other thing that I could do is just plant it all the way up here. So it would be this part of the root as well as growing up here. But I'm going to give it even more opportunity by planting it sideways to go up. What's the worst that could happen? Well, it might not grow. It might not give me any tomatoes, but I have a lot of tomatoes planted. I'm going to plant these tomato plants in this row. This row is where I had the shelling peas growing. And of course, they come in more or less all at once and they're done. So I pulled them about the plants about a week ago. All right, Anne-Marie, what we're going to use today is some homemade compost. Let me see. Smells great, believe it or not. I have some organic granular fertilizer. I think it's a 4-3-4. I've got bone meal, and I've got my crushed eggshells that I like to put in for growing potatoes and tomatoes. So I'm going to prepare this ground. Now this ground had not had any amendment to it in the fall because my parsnips were growing, and I didn't pull my parsnips until December and January. So I'm going to go ahead and beef this ground up just a little bit. Okay? Pretty horrible. It is so dry. Now here I've dug down just a little bit and there is some moisture, but look at the top. It's just completely dried out. We have had no rain. So I'm just digging in a little bit because I am going to actually plant these tomatoes sideways. Ever heard of that? No. Well, I'm going to dig a trench. I know this is a no-dig garden. Now you can tell that there's a lot of earth in this garden. This part of the garden was not a no-dig originally. I had dug these borders once upon a time to create a garden. So I'm just digging down a little bit, breaking up a little. Ugh. All right. Anne-Marie.
Yes.
Do you want gloves, or are you a big girl and can do it without your hands?
I'm a big girl. I can do it
Even
with
those
my
pretty
hands.
nails, you don't mind getting them dirty?
It's totally fine. Ron, Becky, I'll do anything.
Okay. All right. What you want to do is just shake in some of the organic granular fertilizer. Sprinkle it in there. Down the trench. Yep. Dig it on in. All right. Now take your trowel and just sort of mix it on in. There you go. Dig it on in. Scoop it over. Dig it on in. Yep, that's right. All right. Now you want to take your bone meal in. And you can take the bone meal with your hand if you want, and just take a handful and sprinkle it all in there. There you go. Just mix that in, and you can take the crushed eggshells and do the same.
Some more or a little less?
That's fine.
Okay.
Just a little sprinkle. Crushed eggshells have lots and lots of calcium in there, and I crush them up. I made a video on it. You crush them up so that to make it more available. If you just added an eggshell, that's good. Now, take your trowel and mix that all in really well. Dig it on in, dig it on in. Here you go. All right, now let's get a scoop. You can use the use your scooper upper and put 2 big scoops of compost in. Actually, 3 nice scoops of compost all around here. We might even do more.
3 nice.
Okay. There we go. And you're gonna love this compost.
More?
Oh yeah, we got it, so might as well use it. That's why I made it.
Made with love.
Now, I think you need to start composting in your place in Arlington, Anne-Marie.
I think I should.
Maybe I'll get you a composter as an extra graduation present. All right, now dig that on in.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, very nice.
It's like mixing cake together.
All right, now you're gonna recreate that trench. Just kind of make a trench.
I see a critter.
Which kind of critter? Oh,
I don't know. What do
I
we
don't
see?
know what kind of critter that is. We'll just relocate him. I don't know what kind of critter it
Or
is.
just like push open.
Okay, you're gonna just pop it out. You can probably pull it out gently. And we are gonna, yeah, this is the mortgages. I think this is the mortgage lifter. There you go. Ooh, look at those roots.
Look at those roots.
All right, that's it. It's a very root-bound plant. It's gonna be so happy to be liberated. Now just gonna put it on its side. That's right. And we're gonna actually bury it down about like that. And now we're gonna cover it up, put dirt all the way up to the stem.
Okay.
Don't be scared. Fill it all the way up.
Like where your finger
Yep,
is?
where my finger is.
Okay.
Now you're gonna go, oh my gosh, it's lying on its side, and that is very true. All that stuff on the side, all those little hairs, well, I call them hairs, they're not really hairs, those are gonna become roots. And so when you grow it on its side like this and bury it this way, it's just another way of planting. What it does is it'll create root systems all along that, and it'll be a strong plant.
Wow, there you go.
Now we got
Becky's tips and tricks.
I didn't invent that. So next I'm going to do one more trench over here, and we will plant this other tomato.
Alrighty.
In this part of the movie, our sound cut out, so I'm doing a little voiceover. Here we're about to dig some garlic, and I'm showing Anne-Marie how it's going to be done, where the garlic is located, and talking about how you take the digging fork and make sure that you go underneath the garlic bulb and lift it out. And after a bit of work, well, you get a garlic. This is a nice one. This is called a northern white. It's got a great root system on it and looks good. You just gently brush the dirt off, but careful, take care not to damage the skin. Some insect had laid some sort of eggs. I just knocked them off. And now Anne-Marie gives it a go. This garlic was a bit hard to wrangle, but she worked at it. And alas, there comes the garlic. Ooh, it's a beauty too. Nice. All right, Anne-Marie, we got our garlic here. We got a pretty good take on this garlic, and you're going to take some home with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose, I'm going to be greedy. I'm keeping this one for seed garlic for next year.
Okay.
That one's got a hole in it. That one's good. That one's good.
Okay, we need more for next year, so.
Well, and you can save some of this and plant it at your house. You have a place you can plant it at 17th Street? Or
well,
is it shade?
We did, but then we took the garden down. But yes, we could.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold this like this. Okay, hold that up. And I'm going to just put a string. I'm going to tie it up. Tie it tight. Like that, because it will dry out. And when it dries out, it'll get smaller, of course. Okay, so we'll just wrap that around one more time. Tie it. Not that it's going to go anywhere. All right. So I think you can do this in your parents' house where you're living now. And it'll be done by the time you move to your 17th Street house.
Hopefully, yes. Fingers crossed.
And then you and your friends can eat it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hang it from, the top in a place where it doesn't get sun.
Okay.
And where it gets plenty of aeration. But I think on that porch, it's going to be just fine, that screened-in porch. Because it's not direct sun and it gets plenty of airflow. And you're just going to hang that up, and in about 2 weeks, you're not going to do anything else to it. In about 2 weeks, it'll get that papery outside, at which point you can give it a little brushing, and then you can use it. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut it about 1 inch up. You throw this part away. You can trim the roots off, not all the way off, but trim them down, and then that'll be your garlic.
There it is. Okay, well, we'll do.
Something to take home.
Yes.
So you got garlic and you got some potatoes to take home.
I know, look at that. Don't even have to go grocery shopping.
So Anne-Marie,
what are we thinking?
what do we think? I'm thinking lunch.
I'm thinking lunch. We have so much to do to make.
We've got lettuce that we picked.
Yes.
We got
lettuce, we got peas, carrots, potatoes. We got our whole meal
dill.
ready. Yes.
So it was fun.
It was so much fun. Thanks to Aunt Becky for giving me her expertise, her knowledge, her tips and tricks.
Everything.
But she's filled with wisdom with her garden. So.
But I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is your moment.
Oh goodness, so this is my moment.
My great niece wrote a book. What's your book?
I did write a book. It just got published in April. And it is titled My First Panuelo, the Dance of Peru, La Marinera Norteña. And it's a dance about, it's a book about Peruvian dancing, about Peru's national dance, La Marinera. So it's in English and Spanish. It's available on my website. Which you go to annemariecake.com. And so you can get it from there. Thanks, Aunt Becky.
Anne-Marie just graduated from the University of Virginia. She got a job already before she graduated, and she wrote a book, and she makes the rest of us look like we've accomplished nothing.
Oh, stop. Look behind us. Look behind us. I started the job before I graduated. Which is,
crazy.
It's been a busy couple of months, but so happy to visit my Aunt Becky here.
Love her.
It's been wonderful.
So, thanks for watching today. Hope your garden grows well.
Bye.